Back, everybody. Dave and Gavin with you again.
Good morning, Gavin.
Good morning, Dave. How's it going?
Fantastic. And yourself, sir?
Not too bad. Another lovely Sunday morning here, trying out a new strain of the legal government marijuana. Today we're going with a surprise. Great white shark. I didn't even look at it when I bought it. I just asked for something with high CBD and a good amount of THC, and this is what they gave me.
Did they give you any information on what the CBD is or how it works? Or
Not at all. Although they always give you literature, and I've never actually read it. But
do we have the literature?
It should be in the bag over there, actually.
All right. This brown one?
Yeah. Now, they always stick a little pamphlet in there and let you know health risks and whatnot.
So let's see what it tells us. Nothing about the actual weed, but it does know the facts. If you have health issues, are using cannabis for medical purposes, talk to your doctor. Start slow. Different ways to smoke it. They're saying smoking or vaporizing, swallowing or food capsules. Under the tongue, I guess. Not with what they're selling, but we'll go with that.
Yeah, under the tongue. Interesting. I've never tried that.
Well, we did with the spray last week.
Oh, yes. Spray.
Yeah. But that's what I mean by the way they're selling it. It's not under the tongue. Just isn't an option.
No, not at all.
If you use cannabis, things you could experience, like impaired ability to remember or concentrate. Note to self, guys: marijuana will affect the memory, sleepiness, nausea or vomiting, anxiety, fear, or panic. The CBD should prevent a lot of that anxiety, fear, panic. My understanding is that we've bred weed for THC, but the CBD sort of balances some of that stuff.
Yeah, and that's kind of why I'm interested to try this higher strain CBD. I know in the past that I have had anxiety issues surrounding, well, not surrounding, but it's been a little enhanced by weed occasionally, so.
All right.
Just as an FYI, people who are telling you that weed will always help with anxiety are not correct.
Well, it depends on the strain, I think, is really the trick. But you don't want no, like, killer kush or green crack. That's gonna fuck you up. This high CBD stuff would help with anxiety, I believe.
I'll let you know.
And then you did say, as you're cracking that open, it's a little bit less dry this time?
Yeah, it was surprisingly, it looks like, well, on the date packaged, I mean, it's either year, month, day, or year, day, month.
Packaged 11/08, for sure. Like November 8th, so just a couple weeks in there.
All right.
We're about, December 10th now?
Actually, I think it's December 8th.
All right.
Yeah, December 9th. There you go.
So using round numbers, we've got 7% THC and 13% CBD in this, so this should be interesting.
Yeah, I'm really excited to kind of try this.
And then, were there other options that they give you, or how did this one come to be?
Like I said, I just went in and asked for something with a good amount of CBD and, not zero THC, and that's what they gave me. Great white shark, so that's what I went with. I don't really have kind of a specific strains or anything in mind when I go shopping. I just go in and ask for what I'm looking for more than, what I'm actually looking for.
Right. Can they sell based upon flavors as well? Like I like citrus weed a lot, like orange or grapefruit, things like that.
I don't know. I haven't looked into that just yet, but certainly something to, it'd be nice to. Actually, in the future, we should try and get somebody from the liquor store on and kind of do an interview and see what we can find out.
Do we know anyone who works at the liquor store?
I know one person who works at the liquor store.
Can we sign them up?
Maybe.
All right. Now, last night was Saturday. I ended up just watching some UFC, watched some hockey. I didn't do a lot, but I did watch Toronto just get beaten on by Boston, which is kind of brutal.
Yeah, that sure was. I was going to say I watched a little. I watched a little of the UFC, and I recorded the prelims. And yeah, I don't remember much of the UFC though. I came home from a birthday party prior, so was not was already probably not in the greatest state of concentration.
Nice. Whose birthday, anyways?
My buddy Don's.
All right.
Yeah, so.
Don's great, man. Then yeah, like I've been really rooting for the Leafs. I think this will be the year they get out of the first round of the playoffs, which all we can hope for.
Very true.
But they keep winning. Then every now and then you got to lose, but amazing record. See what happens as they get there.
Yeah, well, they're top in the league right now, I believe. So, hopefully, they'll make something good of it. I'm not a big Leafs fan, but they're not my least.
No,
they're not my least favorite Canadian team. That's for sure.
Are you a Montreal fan or?
Montreal's my second favorite team. Edmonton's my first.
Interesting choice. Gretzky.
Yeah.
Nice. That's a good way to do it. And then they've got a bunch of kids that are awesome if they never just get them to work together and not break them.
Well, that's why they signed a new coach a couple weeks ago. But before I liked Edmonton, I was a Habs fan for Guy Lafleur. Which I'm kind of dating myself, but it's all right. It's okay.
If I had to pick a favorite at this point, it'd have to be Pittsburgh because no one else comes through town with the Stanley Cup when they win it.
True.
Toronto can win. We're not seeing the Cup multiple times in a year.
Yeah.
Crosby keeps bringing it home, which is nice.
Well, Colorado could win with Nathan McKinnon.
Would he get to take it through parades and shit like
Oh,
Crosby?
yeah.
All right.
Everybody on the winning team gets a day with the Cup. There's a schedule. They all go home and bring the Stanley Cup with them. Do the parade thing.
I didn't actually realize there's a schedule. I thought it's just because, it's Crosby here, take her off and go do some parades. It's your hometown.
Yeah, no, there's a schedule.
Makes sense. Bunch of egos there. Bunch of parades. Also like the things they've done with that Stanley Cup over the years, from filling it with beer or losing it in a pool. That thing's had adventures.
Oh, yeah. Well, and it's broken hundreds of times. It's got a really nice flavor to it.
And it burns really evenly, too.
Yeah.
Super clean ash.
This stuff, I believe, must be their most popular CBD strain. Because when I was watching him get it, he opened the drawer and there was dozens of containers of it in there.
Is that a good sign at this point, or is that just a sign it's one they have?
I believe it's selling enough for them to restock it that much.
Okay.
Because that's, when I asked for the CBD strain, that's the one he went for and immediately gave me. And I was like, is that the one most people get? He was like, yes, that's why there's so much of it.
Okay. That feels like a nice high already.
Yeah, it's nice and mellow.
In the brain.
It's more of a sort of a hash-oriented high.
What do you mean by that?
Like it's got more of the hash feel than I find than the actual heavy THC weed.
That could be because it's mostly kush that you've been eating, like crazy, crazy high THC weeds.
That's true. Very true. I've been smoking hash a lot.
Nice.
Yeah.
Hot knives, or how'd you smoke your hash?
Oh, I roll it. I don't like. Well, I like hot knives. Ever since high school, I had a friend in high school who was doing hot knives by himself in his apartment, and he did one. And then he stood up, and then he woke up laying on his back on the floor with the two knives above him, burning his living room carpet. Not on fire, mind you, just,
smoldering.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, so I've always been a little wary of doing the blades at home by myself.
The worst I've ever seen for injuries is, I didn't even know who this kid was. We were all just standing around a stove doing blades. So he did them.
Yeah.
But then he coughed and he hugged them like that. And he melted the plastic on his shirt to his chest. It was terrible looking. I don't know what happened to him. I didn't know him. He just sort of staggered away after that.
Presumably he
went to a hospital.
I would hope so. That would be a hospital-worthy situation, I believe.
But yeah, I don't do a lot of blades myself, especially with the dab rig and the like.
Oh yeah. Well, you got the dab. The dab rig is
and no torch needed.
Yeah.
Yeah. We should review dabs someday as well, but that'll be a different episode.
Absolutely.
Anything else we should tell the people?
I don't know. It's a fairly even strain. I like it. It's a low impact high. I would say. Just it's gotten me to a very low level, but it's a nice feeling.
Yeah, I wouldn't complain about this at all. I wouldn't want. I'd like to be higher as my day progresses.
Yeah, well, you smoke more of it, I suppose.
So let's throw a number on it. What would you call it?
I would give it probably 6.5.
All right.
As far as the high goes,
5 or 6.
Yeah.
Let's call it 6.
Yeah. Flavor's good.
Burns fantastic.
Oh,
good
yeah.
quantity in there. The dogs were nice.
Yeah.
It was a good weed. 6 there. Well, from the Bliss Bite review, thank you everybody.
Thank you very much. Enjoy your day.